Hello, viewer, and welcome to tonight's story. I would like to make this quick. It's 11:39 my time, and I have school tomorrow. But let's be real, this is going to take ages because I still have to edit all of this and then actually post it. Anyways, I made a promise, and I intend to deliver tonight, as our story is The Pooping Bandit, another part of the fucking 4chan Justice League, as promised. I read the story, like 3 years ago, so I don't remember any of it. So it's gonna be like it's all new. Without further delay, we shall begin. Alright, I got a few stories. Be me, grade 10, mid-year. Uncle is the school principal. One of my homeroom teachers doesn't like that, thinks I get away with things too easy. I'm just a regular student, living the student life. Teacher gives me a hard time in class, calls me a little shit half the time. Get mad? I decide to ruin his day. Devise a plan that, at the time, I didn't know would grow into something much more epic over the years. One day, first morning break time, run over the dickhead teacher's class, no one there. Pull down pants and hover my ass over his luxury teacher's chair. Release the Kraken. Epic 10-inch turd. God damn. Push his chair back into his desk. Bell rings. Conveniently, I have his class next. Students take their seats. Dickhead has no idea. Gives a 10-minute lecture before sitting down. He pulls out his chair without looking. And he sits. Eyes widen as he jumps up, turns around, shit all over his pants. Class laughs. He runs out the door. Don't see the dickhead for the rest of the day. Next day in his class, Dickface is sitting there, waiting for everyone to get in. Now, I don't know who this pooping bandit is, but whoever you are, I'm gonna make sure you're expelled. Class laughs. Teacher yells and hands out surprise test. My face when no one knew I did it. My face when I felt proud being called the pooping bandit. My face when I now have a secret reputation. My face when I start devising my new plan. More? It only gets more epic from here. 2 weeks after the shit pants incident. Talk about it is starting to die down now. Dickface teacher still treats me like shit. Learn his routine. Notice he leaves his coffee cup on his desk during lunch. Bad move, teach. Lunch break commences. Sneak over to his class. Cup is there, exactly as predicted. Coast is clear. Jimmy the door open. There's no one around. Pooping bandit instincts take over. Hold cup against my ass. I've been saving this one for 2 days. Managed to squeeze out 3 4 to 5 inch babies with a pinch of rose on the top. Set cup on the table. Surprisingly, it almost looks like a bouquet of shit. Clean myself up and leave. Camp out in my next class, conveniently across from the dick-faced teacher's class. Students come back in droves. Start hearing the laughter next door. Students yelling in the hallway, "The pooping bandit has struck again!" Students from the hallway start piling in the dick-faced teacher's class to see my masterpiece. Dickface finally shows up. Sees my still warm banquet. Loses his proverbial shit. Proverbial this time. Storms out of the school. Janitor comes by shortly to collect my art. People are starting to try to figure out the identity of this notorious pooping bandit. Start to think of where I'll strike next. 1 month after my lovely gift. Last week of school before summer. Students talk about the pooping bandit like a hero. Feels good, man. Sitting quietly in class. Beta kid hands me a note. If you are the pooping bandit, can you do... Explains he has a bully problem. Tell him I'm not the bandit. Little does he know, I heard the call for justice. I case the situation. Find said bully's locker. Go back after school when it's quiet. Pooping bandit mode activated. jimmy his locker open, release my justice dispenser into a plastic bag, smear justice all over his locker and belongings, leave a sticky note on the now justice-covered door. Try not to be an asshole next year. With very warm regards, the Pooping Bandit. Clean up and leave school. Next day, locker cleanout happens, 'cause last day of school. Hear gossip about my form of justice. Teachers laugh, students laugh. Bully leaves school and is never seen all summer. Janitor comes by to clean out his locker with a hose. Janitor's laughing to himself the entire time. Beta kid telling everyone about his role. That was the day that the Pooping Bandit became a beacon of justice. It only gets more epic from here, folks. Grade 11 starting day. Go to school orientation. Get introduced to the new faculty. The principal, my uncle, brings up the Pooping Bandit incidents. If you are in the crowd, please stop this behavior or you will be yada yada blah blah. The Pooping Bandit is not afraid. I feel challenged by my uncle. Realize that the Pooping Bandit has no uncle. The principal is in my sights. That afternoon, break time. Go over to the principal's office. Jackpot. No one in there. Hop on desk. Release justice pellets. Psh, well, I wasn't planning this today. Bunch up my nuggets with a ruler. Pull out a toothpick that I carry around. Plant it in a neat pile I made and attach a sticky note. I am not afraid. Challenge accepted. Warm regards, the Pooping Bandit. Clean myself and leave through the window because there are too many people out of the door. Next morning over the intercom. There was an incident in my office yesterday. Tells the school there will be a reward for any info related to the incident. My face when things are just getting started. 1 week after the principal incident. Be at the pep rally in the gym. Jocks on the mic. Start mentioning the Pooping Bandit. Say that they have seen him. Gym doors bust open. Guy wearing nothing but a black cape, bandana mask, tight shorts, and rubber boots runs in. The crowd goes crazy cheering. Jocks start mouth-bashing the bandit. The bandit is chased away. At this point, I realize the jocks are asking for it, and devise my plan. The week after the pep rally, find out who the fake Pooping Bandit is. He's in with the jocks. Acquire 4 sacks of horse justice outside of town. Go back to the school under the cover of night. Break into the jocks' changing room. Let loose 1 bag of justice all over the shower area and turn on the showers. Use the other 3 justice-filled bags for the lockers. Ensure that I distribute them evenly. Find the mock bandit locker. And now, for the best part. Stick my ass in the locker. And justice everywhere. Leave it open and put my note. It was quite the flattering display at the rally. Don't let it happen again. With very warm regards, the Pooping Bandit. Whole thing took 3 hours to accomplish. Clean myself and leave. Next day, get a phone call from a friend. The fucking bandit got the jocks, man. Find out the school was closed due to extreme vandalism. The Pooping Bandit reaches legendary status in the school at this point. Things only get more challenging from here, though. 3 weeks after the jocks incident. At this point, everyone is suspecting everyone. Police come to school to question suspects. I never got called or noticed while they were there. Principal offers another reward. One student says he knows my identity. He heads to the principal's office and isn't heard from for the rest of the day. Start to hear I confess to my crimes. He gets a 1-month suspension. My face when I feel bad for the guy. Go to his house in the dead of night. Slip note through the mail slot for him. You have done me a great service. You get 1 favor. With warm regards, the PB. Start walking down the road. Hear a voice from his house. If you're there, Hit that bitch Ashley. A little shocked how fast he responded, but okay. I work his case. Find out he's going through a bad breakup with said girl. Basic she cheated, blah blah blah. 1 week later. Have Bucket I've been shitting in all week in the backyard. Take Bucket over to her place during the night. Take paintbrush. Picasso mode is active. Cover 2 sides of her house in my art. Notice one of the windows is open on the 2nd floor. It's her room. Put on some rubber gloves and start making a ball with the rest of my paint. Compact it as dense as I can. Lob my paintball. Success. Gather my supplies and leave. Next day, hear that the pooping bandit hit Ashley's house. Overhear her best friend saying a shitball landed on the bed and rolled onto the floor. Laugh internally. Fall Guy wasn't seen in school for the rest of the year. I have many pooping bandit tales up until last year. I was almost caught. But for now I think I'll stop here and continue the saga another day if I'm summoned again. Pooping bandit, away. Of course that is not the end of our video, but, I'm reading this off of a Greentext. Now back to the story. 2 weeks after the bitch incident. Start hearing bad stories about the Fall Guy. Expelled, charged, possible jail time. Start feeling bad. Devise a very half-assed plan to clear his name. Overhear students talking about how sick and crazy Fall Guy is. Start feeling really bad. Plan can wait. His name needs to be cleared now. Throw plan out the window. After school, pooping bandit mode. I sneak over to the principal's office again. No one there. Tip the filing cabinets over. Bad mistake. Notice there's a ceiling fan. Pooping bandit instincts take over. Hop up on the cabinet. Poop into a glove I had. Plop 3 magnificent turds on the blades. Climb down and leave my note. Someone's taking credit for my work. Very naughty. Warm regards, the pooping bandit. Mid-cleanup. Footsteps. From down the hall. Oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit. Pull up my hoodie and Kenny my face. See window. Door flies open. It's the principal back for something. Look of horror on his face. I'm perched halfway out the window. The principal turns on the fan/light switch. Shit flies. Cheerio, my dear chum. Jump out and run my ass to the woods. Next day, sketches of the pooping bandit everywhere. Still never caught. 1 month after shit hitting the fan. School is taking the pooping bandit much more seriously now. Doors are being locked, and locks are being changed more often. Teachers are on the lookout for any suspicious people. Students are taking credit about pooping incidents. Be in class one boring afternoon. Door bursts open. The pooping bandit. He got the bathroom. Really surprised, I jump up with the rest of the class to go see. The teachers have already blocked off the area. Fucking copycats, I whisper to myself. Decide to get PB some self-justice. 1 week later, couldn't find out who the new bandit is. Decide to one-up his new prank. Find out the cafeteria food schedule and case the place. Head 2 towns over to a pharmacy and buy all the laxatives I can afford. 30 minutes before the next lunch period. Head to the bathroom and pull out socks that I purchased on my trip. Stuff them down the toilets to clog them. Go to the girls' bathroom and do the same. Leave a note on the doors. I do not like liars and fakes. Warm regards, the pooping bandit. Head over to the lunch area. Lunch staff are having a smoke outside before lunch. Sneak into the kitchen and find my target. Rice pudding. Looks like a healthy meal today, with justice served for dessert. Dump 11 bottles of lax and stir. Leave and go back to class. Teacher didn't even notice I was gone. Lunch bell rings. Head over to the lunchroom. Realize I could be a suspect for obvious reasons. Fuck, I gotta do this. get my food and rice pudding. Make sure my friends see me eat it. Realize I fucked myself over. Immediately fake sickness and leave school. Saturday, the next day. Friend calls. Did you hear about what happened yesterday? No. What happened? PB got half the school. It was a fucking disaster. Proceeds to tell me what happened. Almost die laughing. 7 months after the cafeteria incident. Got a GF. Hard to be PB now. School remembers the cafeteria incident as PB Day. No one mocks PB anymore. 2 weeks before summer break. Morning, just getting to school. Getting restless since the last outbreak of justice. Then it happens. The miracle that I've been waiting for. GF says she has to leave town for the next week. The gears, cogs, and bowels start moving. The last week of school. Been working a case for a month now. GF complains about a group of 4 skanks picking on others and herself. Time for justice for PB's special lady. Skanks are graduating this year. They do some dumb shit parade of the last day of school for them. Skanks have their own car in the parade. They're the first in there. Parade ends with a water balloon fight. Night before the parade. Do the shit bucket thing again over the course of a week. Break down justice with water and mashing tool. Fill 2 laundry baskets with balloons of justice. Rinse and heavy Febreze. Day of parade. Everything is going according to plan. Have justice-filled baskets in the back of car. Park car where the parade stops for the fight. Nonchalantly place the baskets next to the others. No one notices because lots of people bring baskets. Leave and wait for the skanks to get to the end. 2 minutes before the end. See jocks grab one of my baskets. Starts handing them out. No fucking way. Can see the skanks approaching the end. Run from the inevitable, quite literal shitstorm. Balloons start flying. Skanks float slowly starts turning a healthy color of justice. Jocks keep throwing, don't realize what they threw. The crowd is screaming, the skanks are crying, and the jocks, well, they get arrested. My face when I watched the whole thing from afar. And that, my friends, concludes Grade 11. I will continue the story again the same time tomorrow. Summon me again, brothers, and I will heed the call. PB away. Alright, sorry about the long wait. I was in the middle of moving and switching jobs. 2 months after the parade for justice. Starting grade 12. School assembly on the first day. Cops and principal are there. Inform school that there is a new policy against vandalism in any form. The school has now beefed up security. New locks and doors are everywhere. The principal announces that cameras will be installed eventually. I break into a sweat. PB is officially challenged. A week after the assembly. PB is smart. PB joins the video club because they will have access to the cameras once they're installed. I get a key to the school due to the club. The bowels start moving. 2 weeks after I've joined the club. Case the new school plans. Start writing down the plans in my little black book of charts. Bad idea. Take bag of supplies to school in the cover of night. My key makes it quite easy. Work my way into the video room. Move the massive cabinet away from the hall. Take out a small handsaw and cut a hole in the wall. Hole leads to the school's ventilation room. Crawl my way in with a small bag of justice. Find the vent that leads to the principal's office. Dump justice in various places in the vent. Smell makes me nauseated, and the throw-up only adds to the smell. Make my way out. Patch up the hole for future use, and move the cabinet back. Walk over to the principal's office, aka not PB's uncle, and leave a sticky note. I'm back, my old chum. Warm regards, the pooping bandit. Clean up a bit more and leave. Next morning, teaching staff are crowding around the principal's office. Most are gagging from the smell, but they can't seem to find the source. Principal uses a few air fresheners over the course of a week. My face when the whole week. I will post the few other stories tomorrow, as I am strapped for time at the moment. Light the beacon again tomorrow, brothers. PB away. Now, our last part of the story is unfortunately not written by the same Anon who wrote the original Pooping Bandit story. Well, I say wrote, but there's a tiny possibility that the story is real, and God, I hope it is. Anyways, this story is short. I don't like it a ton, but I figured I'd include it anyways as a bonus. And without further ado, the bandit is back. School has started, and I'm still trying to find my biggest target. I want this to be perfect. It won't be nearly as much fun once I graduate, you know. I have to go out with a bang. 1 to 2 months go by, and I realize I need to get rid of some shit buckets and piss gallons before they freeze for winter. Target acquired. Homecoming. Now only 2 weeks away. Spend a whole weekend hatching a plan. I need to get in with the homecoming committee. What luck, friends are all losers, and of course one would be on the committee. We'll call this friend Oscar. Start to ask lots of questions about how the homecoming parade is set up, and realize I already hit the summer parade last year. It'll have to be the football game. Find out the school plays the week after homecoming. New target. Managed to get on the set building team. Access to the set, auditorium, all without suspicion. The perfect plan comes together. I spend a week of moving my shit, 1 bucket at a time, into 2 small plastic tubs that I bought at a convenience store 2 towns over. The shit is now hidden over the auditorium. 5 buckets are over the stage with piss and shit mixing in 2 plastic tubs right over the audience. Halfway through the second act comes, I'm finally ready. Sneak away from the set crew and climb the ladder to the ceiling. Rub shit on myself so it's not obvious that after it's done that I'm the one who isn't covered in shit. Ew. It'll be worth it though. Have the 5 buckets on a string, and pull it as I tip both tubs over on the audience. Obvious pandemonium. I tied a rope in the corner of the auditorium opposite the ladder. The principal sees me and goes to the ladder. Hello, Uncle Fag, you will never catch me. My face when I actually get away with it. My face when my uncle has shit and piss on him, and I got away with it. My family now talks about this every year at reunions, and I just have to laugh quietly to myself. I go down in internet and real-life history. That's all for the biggest caper. Got a decent amount of smaller ones left, but that's all for this. Like I said, that last story was fake. It was not written by the same Anon who penned the original story, but I wanted to include it. Honestly, I don't like the story a lot, but maybe someone out there will. Yeah, it's late. It's 2:17 for me. Or not 2:17, it's 12:17. I've been recording for ages. God, I'm tired. So I'm just gonna go to bed. Be safe, everyone, and I hope you enjoy the story. I'm not sure what comes next. Maybe something shorter. Please, something shorter. Good night.